You're right on time for Hope TV Newswatch on this 11th day of August 2025. A very good evening to you wherever you're watching us from, and welcome to the broadcast. My name is Kimani, and assisting with the sign language interpretation tonight is Boniface Murithi. We begin with Interior Cabinet Secretary Kipchumba Murkomen has emphasized that former Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua must record a statement with the DCI explaining the allegations of terrorism. Addressing journalists in Narok County, CS Murkomen criticized Gachagua for using an international platform to spread false information against the nation and security officers and for inciting Kenyans.
It is very unfortunate that a person who is seeking public office and who has held a very high office is propagating lies and campaigning against our own country, speaking ill of our nation, trying to portray Kenya as a pariah state where our security officers are irresponsible, because he's trying to call into question our security officers, both and security team, all our armed forces, because they are working in multi-agency way in the border counties, for somebody to try to demean the work that our security forces are doing. And having held a very high office just less than a year ago is extremely unfortunate, particularly when we know that every other day our men and women are making great sacrifice from Boni Forest to all the way to Mandera, all the way to Lake Turkana, and all the way to Kwanza here.
DCP party leader Rigathi Gachagua has criticized ODM leader Raila Odinga, accusing him of deceiving his followers and using them as leverage to join governments he once opposed. Speaking to Kenyans in South California, USA, Gachagua urged them to vote out both Odinga and President William Ruto in the 2027 elections.
And let me tell you, this cousin movement is the greatest thing to have ever happened in Kenya, because our cousins have been misused by Raila for a long time. Long time. Every election cycle, he has been mobilizing my cousins from the Mlembe Nation, from the Kamba Nation, from the Luya Nation, from the Kisii Nation, from the Mijikenda Nation, from the Taita Nation, and mobilizing all those cousins and cheating them that he's taking them to Canaan. And because people have Canaan, my cousins fell for it for many years. The minute he gets there, he doesn't intend to be president. He has no such intention. He's not interested. He likes power, but with no responsibility. He doesn't want to take responsibility. So he creates problems. He is invited into government and starts eating. And that is why, like now, he is quiet.
Moving on swiftly, and Deputy Inspector General of Police Eliud Lagat has told court that whether he faces charges over the death of blogger Albert Omondi Ojwang is a decision solely for the Director of Public Prosecutions. Through his lawyer, Lagat argued that compelling prosecution will undermine constitutional independence and stressed he was not involved in the incident. Meanwhile, the High Court has set August 29th for the DPP to respond to a petition demanding Lagat's prosecution. Now, more than 300 intern nurses marched to the Ministry of Health at headquarters in Nairobi, demanding the reinstatement of their appointment letters. The students, representing various universities, condemned Health Cabinet Secretary Eden Duale's decision to cancel their letters, noting many had already worked in health facilities for weeks. Rejecting claims they should only serve after graduation, some interns said they have already graduated and received clearance to start. They have vowed to continue protest until their demands are met.
All agree that the government has got no bona fide interest with the nursing profession in Kenya. And the reason why we are saying that, first of all, the government cannot waste a lot of money, to educate us through campus. That is one thing. Other than us, the people who also went under private sponsorship, and they have spent a lot of money. And the dignity that you could have given us as young students, it is to ensure that we receive and get our license.
The CS said that we have been revoked as a result of being not officially graduated. And with me here, I have evidence to show that I was awarded a degree by my university. If you can zoom. I have underlined the part where I was awarded a degree by the University Senate. The CS said I am not. So I have brought evidence, and we have also written a petition.
You may come, Papa, from last week, and we are not going to tire. We are going to be here until the reinstatement, because even before graduation has never been a prerequisite for internship. The guideline says, as he said, as long as you are done with your school, you are approved by your Senate, you are eligible for internship.
Now, away from that, the Kenya Union of Post-Primary Education Teachers has accused the Teacher Service Commission of neglecting teachers stuck in the same job group for over a decade. KUPPET calls on TSC to emulate the National Police Service Commission by promoting long-serving teachers without interviews. Secretary General Akelo Misori has highlighted that some teachers haven't been promoted since 2009 or 2011.
I'm seeing media. KUPPET National Executive Board commends the Police Service Commission for its decision to promote all police officers who have stagnated in one job group for more than 10 years. Under the policy, which has been approved by the Cabinet Secretary for Interior, Honorable Kipchumba Murkomen, the National Police Service Commission will promote the officers without declaration of vacancies or interview.
When a government singles out a sector of employment and rewards them with summary promotions, it is curious. It is good that they have promoted the police who have stagnated for 10 years. But what about teachers?
Now on to some sad news. 5 Al Jazeera journalists, including correspondent Anas al-Sharif, have been killed in an Israeli strike near Gaza City's Al-Shifa hospital. The Israeli military claimed al-Sharif was linked to Hamas, allegations dismissed by Al Jazeera as a targeted assassination and an attack on press freedom. The Committee to Protect Journalists has also condemned the strike, demanding evidence for Israel's claims. Well, it is exactly 12 minutes past the top of the hour. Time now for a short break, but immediately after, I'll be back with the business and sports news. Stick around.
Need a breakthrough? Start with prayer. Watch and Pray with Mama Ada Adoyo isn't just another show. It's a lifeline where we pray boldly, believe truly, and carry one another in faith. Join us every Monday evening from 8 to 9 p.m. only on Hope TV.
Rafiki soul is the promise of a hand that reaches and goes beyond watangaza tumaini kote. I'm forever grateful, ninashukuru ukarimu, ukarimu. I'm forever grateful, ninashukuru ukarimu, ukarimu. speaking so is a promise of a hand that reaches and goes beyond. Watangaza tumaini kote. I'm forever grateful. Ninashukuru ukarimu, ukarimu. I'm forever grateful. Ninashukuru ukarimu, ukarimu. Rafiki mso.
Friends of Hope, keeping hope alive. Hope TV is where you look and live, with an excellent selection of the best Christian programming consisting of local and international content of inspirational stories, talk shows, Bible commentary, youth, health shows, children entertainment, contemporary gospel music, extended times of worship, live broadcast, news, movies, drama, Christian ministry programs, and so much more. Hope TV is another quality service from Christ is the Answer Ministries, with over 45% of authentic and credible local content every week. Hope TV is a sister station to Hope FM, Kenya's leading Christian radio station, with footprints across the country. Tune in to Hope TV, where you look and live. There's a world out there searching for hope, and you can help bring it home. By becoming a friend of Hope, you're helping us share the love of Jesus through Hope FM and Hope TV. With a donation of any amount, join hands with us to bring hope and point souls to the transforming power of Jesus Christ. Become a friend of Hope today by making your donation through the M-Pesa Paybill number 933933, account FOH. For more information on how to become a friend of Hope, call 0116-212-723 or email customerexperience@hopefm.org or visit www.hopemediakenya.org. Friends of Hope, keeping hope alive.
Welcome back. You're watching Hope TV Newswatch. Now let's get down to business. And Equity Group has reported a 17% rise in after-tax profit to 34.6 billion shillings for the half year ending June 2025, driven by higher interest income and lower loan loss provisions. Second quarter profit before tax hit 22.9 billion shillings, well above the 4-year average.
So we have seen a structural positioning, and we're very excited to see that the social security funds in the region now anchor the bank. Yes, there is a huge foreign component of shareholding, but the region is anchoring. And the message we are getting when we see Kenya Social Security Fund.
Now, the Diamond Trust Bank has introduced a new solar finance product aimed at salaried homeowners in peri-urban Nairobi, enabling them to access unsecured loans for solar power installations. Developed with solar provider Sun King, the initiative targets areas with unreliable power supply such as Kitengela and Rongai. And to some sporting action now, we begin with some good news to the newest millionaires in town. President William Ruto has boosted his cash bonus scheme for Harambee Stars, offering 2.5 million shillings to each player and staff member if they win Sunday's match against Zambia. Now, following their victory over Morocco, the president also pledged a 2-bedroom house and 1 million shillings if the team progresses to the quarterfinals. Harambee Stars now aim for a win to secure their spot in the next round and top Group A.
You guys are making our nation very proud. We believe in you. And we know that ahead of us, we have success. As I have told you, people are cheering you from every corner of our country. And because if we believe in ourselves and we do not allow negativity to find its way into our space, and if we do not allow division and hate and ethnicity to get into our equation, Kenya will be the great country we always wanted it to be. We play in the League of Champions, my friends. Yeah? So, I want to encourage you that as we stand behind you, the people of Kenya stand behind you, the government of Kenya is standing behind you, and we are praying God to hold you so that this time round we can win these CHAN games. Niko na maneno yenu ya jana, iko hapa saa hii. Sisi tumekubaliana mnacheza kama nyinyi, mimi nacheza kama mimi. Tunasonga tukisonga. Si ndio? Sasa Sunday. Nataka sasa tukue na deal mpya. Hii ya Sunday. Sasa Sunday si tunashinda. Inshallah kwa mpenzi ya Mungu tunashinda. Si ndio? Sasa vile tulifanya ile hesabu siku ile. Tulifanya hesabu hapo. Sasa mnajua, moja niwakumbushe. Nimeongeza kidogo. Sasa Sunday tukishinda hivi kila mtu 2.5 million.
Well, at this point, I blame my maths teacher who always taught us mathematics during PE lessons. If I followed my dream to be a footballer, imagine I'll be getting $1 million shillings for every win. But anyway, we live to fight for another day. Moving on swiftly, and Kenyan Rugby Sevens forward Kevin Wekesa has been shortlisted for the 2025 Sport Positive Awards, recognizing his impactful environmental initiatives. Wekesa's efforts include planting over 1,500 trees and educating thousands of young people on climate action and sustainability, using sport as a platform to drive change. Well, with that, we come to the end of our news tonight. Many thanks to you for making time to watch Hope TV Newswatch. We really do appreciate the value of your time. On behalf of the amazing team that made this bulletin a success, have yourselves a blessed night. My name is Kennedy Kimani. Boniface Muridi has been our sign language interpreter. Davis Owino has been our director. And Peter Kimani has been our director of photography. Have a good night.